Hello,
Hi,
what's your name?
Chante Wilborn,
And I'm?
Mr. Corby,
And who am I? What do I do?
chemistry teacher.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a few questions and just answer honestly and openly.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. So first question, like when we come in the classroom every day, like what are our big goals? Like why do we come in?
Big goals. What do you mean big goals?
Like what do we try to achieve when we come into my classroom?
We need 3 points of growth on our plan test, a 90% mastery on all our objectives, and get a 19 on a science plan.
Cool. Okay, so do you think we're like striving towards those goals every day?
Yes.
And why?
Because we do time conditioning and our PDNs are CRS objectives.
Okay. And do you feel like that's effective? Do you feel like it's helping you?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen any like quantitative data that shows that it is helping you?
Our chart over the
Okay. Our tracker. What about you personally?
reaching toward my goal.
Yeah.
Well, I exceeded the goal. I got a 23, so
Okay. And what did you have in the beginning of the year?
20, I think.
Okay. So let's talk about kind of change gears a little bit. What do you like science class?
Yeah.
Have you always liked science?
Not really.
Once, okay. So when did you start liking science?
When I came to high school.
Okay. And who was your science teacher last year?
You.
Okay. So what changed from, let's say, 8th grade to high school? What changed about science that you started liking?
The environment was different. Like last year, we didn't really. It was like everybody was all over the place. I wasn't really learning stuff because the teacher wasn't really teaching. But when we come here, everybody's participating. And I actually pay attention.
Okay. So what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be an actor. I want to be an engineer. I want to be in performing arts. I want to be a manager. I want to be an architect. And I think that's it for now.
That's it for now. Okay. Well, do you feel like my class is helping you achieve, like, getting you ready to do those things?
Yeah.
How so?
Because the last time I took the plan test, I wasn't really actually looking at the data and stuff. But then this time, I was like, I actually have to read the passages and underline and smart code everything. And then some questions I skipped. But then when I went back, I was like, oh yeah, I remember because Mr. Corby told me this.
Okay. So I'm getting you ready for the plan test, but how does that relate to in the future? Like, how does it relate? Why does my class matter for 10 years down the road?
Because it teaches us a lot about preparation.
Okay. How so? Talk to me more about that.
Because if we don't understand something, you'll take our feedback into consideration. So if we say we need to do harder objectives, you'll give us harder objectives. So we're not just doing easy stuff.
Okay. So would you say you feel challenged in my class?
Yeah.
Okay. How so?
Because the problems, they do get harder on the on our PDNs, but I'll ask for help, and then you'll come over there and help me. What we just do on our test, that conservation of mass thing, I got a not yet on that, but now I understand it because I know I did the problem backwards, and then when you was going over it today or yesterday, then I understood.
Cool. Cool. All right. So a little scenario here. You ready? So you move to, let's say, next year. Hypothetically, you transfer to a new school, and you get a new science teacher, and you don't really like this science teacher. Do you think you'd still be getting good grades in this teacher's class, and how do you think things would change in this new class?
I think it'll change. If you don't have that connection with your teacher, you probably won't feel comfortable talking to them one-on-one and going to tutoring because you don't have a good relationship with them. So then it's going to affect your grades because if you don't get it, you're not going to ask the teacher for help.
Okay. Great. Do you have any questions or anything you want to say? Okay. Thank you, Chante.